Normally at church, we are very reverent. Someone does.
So we are here at the Church of Jesus Christ right now at the Nativity Festival.
That they really did a good job.
And
But in today's performance, it's okay to clap.
and they're having a concert and nativities.
So we are going to practice right now. I am going to perform a very short song. It'll be one note and it'll not be good. As soon as I finish my note, pretend as if this choir just did an amazing number and clap accordingly. Are you ready? Here we go. It actually feels really good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Another one? No, one's enough. But there is one more thing we have to clap for. There are at least 100 people we can thank tonight for the Nativity Festival. So many people doing so much work. We can take up the entire time of the concert thanking them. But there's one person I need to thank publicly, and that is Sister Becky Yaden, who's been in charge of the whole thing. Please give her a round of applause. I can explain to you what Becca has done, but that would take the whole time of the concert, and I only know a third of it. So she is spectacular, and we're so thankful for her. Hopefully, you grab one of these programs. The program will show us the songs we'll hear in order. So I'm not going to announce the program, because this is the program you can see. If you don't have a program, songs will keep happening. Don't worry. When we get to the end of the program, we'll have just a couple more things at the end. So we now turn the time over to Sister Joni Peterson and the Arlington State Choir.
One note.
Okay. Is there more nativity scenes than just these?
There may be a few like in the halls and some of the other rooms. But
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mostly just here in this room.
Okay. Oh, look, they got cookies. Did it literally say cookies by the door? Yes, cookies. That's crazy. That one. How much are the cookies?
Oh, they're free. Take as much as you want. We have a lot.
Okay. Good. How you guys doing? You like enjoy yourself? What you like the best?
My favorite is probably the Life of Christ room. Have you seen that one?
No, where's that? You want to show me?
Yeah, I can show you. It's down the hall this way. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, my first time.
It's so special, isn't it?
Yeah.
So awesome. Where are you from?
I'm from a little bit all over the Washington state.
All over Washington, you said?
Yeah, I'm actually been all over America. I've done a lot of traveling.
That's so cool. What's been your favorite place?
It's hard to say. You know, I like California, Arizona and stuff. I've been thinking about moving down there.
Yeah, they're definitely more sunny than here.
I have a lot of friends that are trying to move to Hawaii too. I've never been to Hawaii, but maybe I should give it a try.
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't know.
I've never been to Hawaii, but I'm going next month for the first
Really?
time. So I'm excited about that.
You live in here in the area?
This is where I'm from, but I live in Utah right now.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the room. And basically it just kind of goes through Christ's life and has pictures and messages about Christ. So,
Okay, so this is Christ for all the people that may not know. So yeah. So, what is this? Do you want to tell me about this?
yes, so Jesus Christ was actually involved in the creation of the world. So it talks about he is a creator and it has all, these kind of depictions of his creations.
Okay. So yeah, so they have the creation. They got Adam and Eve here.
You got
They
it.
got the sunshine and all depictions of nature, the creation of the lightness and darkness being separated.
You got it. You're very smart.
So what is this?
This is the story of the woman at the well. If you remember, Jesus met this woman when she was gathering water at the well, and he knew exactly who she was in her life past. And she was so shocked because he could tell her everything that had happened in her life. And she was so touched, she went and told all the people in the city of Samaria that Jesus was really the Messiah.
Yeah.
And he is the water of life. You know how water is so necessary for us to stay alive and for everything to be alive. It's very symbolic of what Christ does for us. He keeps us alive spiritually and physically.
Yeah. And Jesus taught that we should, even if we know all the people, the faults and evil, that we should forgive others just as Jesus forgive us.
Exactly.
And we should not hold grudges against one another, but we shall welcome each other with open arms.
So true. That's exactly right.
And so, what's this about?
So this is talking about how Jesus Christ is the light of the world. And it also has, the grapes and the cups as kind of a symbol of the first miracle that he ever did when he turned water into wine at the wedding. That was kind of his beginning of public miracles, where he decided that it was his time to do miracles before everyone.
You say you turned water into wine
Yep.
at the wedding.
Yep.
So what is this about?
So this one is about when Jesus Christ, how he is the law. And it talks about how he was in the temple even when he was a young boy. He was only 12 years old, and he was teaching all the priests and teachers.
Yeah.
He was teaching them because he knew what was just, what was right. So how Christ is perfectly just. He is able to judge us perfectly because he knows us perfectly.
Well, okay. You know? So what's up with this?
So this is when it talks about Jesus Christ and his disciples that he called. So you can see the fish nets. You can see him teaching. You can see him with them. And during the last night that he was alive, when he had the Passover, and he gave them bread and wine as a symbol of his body and his blood that would be shed for them. So he pointed them towards the sacrifice that he was going to make. And in our church today, we still take the bread and water to represent him every Sunday, the sacrament, to remember him and have his spirit with us. And then there's, of course, fish and bread and kind of the
fish and
foods that
bread.
you would eat. Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to keep on giving because once you give, the giving multiplies, right? When you break the bread
Yeah.
and you give it to somebody, it's important to realize that when you give something, the gifts multiply, right? The
Yeah.
gifts multiply,
Totally.
and the gifts multiply, and then we're able to get back 10 times more than you put out, or more than you get out.
Right.
So that's the whole what the teaching is that if you break way up, break down where you give it and give it to your brother, then you're going to recoup more than what you put out.
That's beautiful. I love that.
You know, and that's the whole thing is that every Sunday, sometimes on I have these events where we practice that. Well, like I go out to the park and I give away things, and and at the end of the day, we have more than we ever needed,
Wow. That's amazing.
and more than and at the end of the day, I leave the park with more than I went to the park with
Yeah.
to give away.
Totally. And you're just more blessed.
Like I leave the park with so much more than I went to the park with
That's
to give
amazing.
away.
Wow. You sacrifice and then you actually get more in the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the whole thing is like that's how the comedy of God works. Is that
You're right.
and the important another thing is we need to realize is that scarcity is a scam, and scarcity doesn't exist. Scarcity is something that we manifest in our own heads, in our own realities,
Totally.
to create hatred towards one another.
Yep. You're right. There's always more to be given.
And that when we feel that there's not enough to be giving, and we create this scarcity, and we have to, in order to trick people into giving us something for, in the fact that they believe they're not enough. So they feel like we have to buy things that we don't need because they're not enough to make us happy.
Right. And then when we give, it's actually when we become happy.
Yeah.
Right.
We buy all these things that we don't really need.
So true. That's what Jesus said. He said it's more blessed to give than to receive.
Exactly.
He said. You've learned that lesson, it sounds like.
So what is this about?
So this is a picture of when Christ was giving the Sermon on the Mount. And this is when he kind of gives what's called the Beatitudes. When he says, blessed are the poor in spirit, and blessed are the meek, and blessed are... He kind of goes through a list of all these different wonderful qualities. And he teaches about how it's good to turn the other cheek and love your enemy rather than hate them. And he kind of turned everything around from the law of Moses, how it used to be.
Yeah. Like I was saying over there, you got to turn on this cheek. he can go to Jesus and drop all the sin before his feet,
Yeah.
and sit, and Jesus accepted her and accepted the neighbors, even in fact, in spite of all the sins and all the things that they do. What man does today is we call people out. Oh, you're a scam, or you're a liar, you're a thief, we pick the most negative thing about the person, and we put and we state it as like
The fact that their
the fact
identity.
the identity and their name
Yeah.
is based on the most terrible sin that they committed.
Yeah. That's so sad.
And that's what we do today as a society. Instead of looking at the most best thing that they did, why can we look at somebody on what they have done right?
Yeah.
And the things that they've done that make society great.
That's beautiful.
We all kind of are sinners, like
We're all sinners.
we are all sinners. And one of the things that Jesus done is says the one that without sin cast the first stone.
You got it.
And there he is on top of the stone, which is his church.
You're right. You're right. How do you know? You're very smart. You must study this a lot.
What did it say?
So I love this because it talks about if we are like God, we receive God's light and we continue to look for his light everywhere we go. And the more light we keep receiving and choosing to put in our lives, the more bright we become until we become like God. And so that's what it's all about, is living your life in a way that you become like Christ, that you follow him, and that you do those things that bring your life light and bless other lives with light.
What is this? What is this one about?
Isaiah 2:5, it says, "Come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord." So it's just an invitation to us as we leave this room. But we're going to be different.
We're going to be different.
We're going to have, Christ's light.
We're going to come in and Christ is going to be reborn inside of us.
Yeah.
And we're going to live as God, as Christ. And it's, because Christ was the first of many brothers.
Totally.
And so,
Yep.
and we shall be the light of the world.
Yes, we will. We'll be his light to the other people in the darkness.
Yeah. That's a lot of people, that's why we came from heaven, to be the light. And you bring the people back to light. A lot of people are scared of church. A lot of people are scared of church and religion. And the thing is, if God loved us so much, why would he send us to hell?
Right.
And people don't realize that by the definition of hell is the definition is that you're distant from God.
Yeah.
So you, the one that decide to distance yourself from God,
Exactly.
and God is trying to pull you to him and to heaven.
You're right. You're exactly right.
And by you distancing yourself from God is the reason.
You can't be with him.
That reason that you're not with him and not in heaven.
Yep.
And
What was your name?
Erick.
Erick?
People call me the dream guy. I'm here to spread dreams and ambitions and bring people together to make the world a better place.
That's amazing, Erick.
That's my destiny, and it's been hard because I've been traveled and throughout my days, and people always want to find fault in me where there's no fault to be found, and people always trying to cast judgment. Well, why there need to be judgment that casted, and it's exhausting, and I've been spending the last year trying to figure out who I am and what I should do, and I finally starting to come to the reason that I'm here is to help people with their dreams, and it was never about the gold or the dreams or whatever. It's all about me trying to bring people together to make, the world a better place. The more better help people find the light.
That's amazing, Eric.
And that's what, and I feel like that's why we all here is to try to help people find the light. The way back to the creation, right?
Totally.
Because there's two forces. There's the light and there's the dark. There's creation and destruction. And in the beginning there was creation and light, and light was separated by light with darkness, and that's how the suns and the planets are moved across the universe.
Right.
So
This is a special room. It's hard to leave.
yeah. Well, let's where else do we go in our journey? Life would never.
Eric, I would love to introduce you to some of my friends.
Well, let's go to or maybe let's find another room.
Yeah. I
I'm-
can show you another.
I've been filming this whole thing.
That's amazing.
Hi, how you doing?
Have you guys met Eric?
We have not.
I'm Eric.
Eric?
Eric?
Elder Shad, nice to meet you.
So are you guys are missionaries?
We are.
And what is a missionary?
A missionary is someone who goes and invites people to come closer to Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
They give up 2 years of their life just teaching about God
Yeah.
and helping serve people. It's pretty amazing.
They give up 2 years of their life to go out and miss.
Yeah.
Usually when you fresh out of high school or college?
Yeah. Most people leave when they're around 18, right out of high school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I like your camera.
Thank you.
What is going on? Is
What-
this the camera holder?
Yeah, this is my cell phone.
Oh, nice.
I have a custom case put on it.
That is cool. Is that a YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's my YouTube channel.
Okay.
The Dream Guy.
Nice. What kind of stuff do you make?
I don't know right now. I've been trying to figure it out for the last
Figured it
year.
out. Nice.
Eric's
But-
trying to help people make their dreams come true.
Oh yeah.
And bring people to their dreams and bring people to the light and
Yeah. I love
and open
that.
up people's minds to their dreams and ambitions and helping people make the world a better place.
That's awesome.
He knows a lot about Christ already. We went in the Life of Christ room
Yeah.
and he knows
No, no.
so much about Christ.
Oh, yeah.
He's very wise.
I haven't started yet. Okay. You need a new piece of paper? Or the shaft, yeah.
Oh, they do have a nativity scene. Oh, here's the nativity scene. The nativity play right here. Oh, I see. So you can dress up and become your own nativity. Look, there's baby Jesus. There's a wise man. There's all the.
Mom, how does she look?
That's so cool.
Mom, how does she look?
I'm not really belonging to any church right now. I do go to different churches and stuff, but I'm not just part of the church here. But yeah.
The main room is really nice too. Have you been in the nativity room? So it's in this gym here. They're having a concert right
Oh yeah, I was here at the beginning.
Oh yeah, you can kind of walk through and look at the nativity sets. It's very good to meet you.
All right. Well,
I think I'm gonna go head out, but it was
yeah.
so good
Well,
to
look me up on YouTube and stuff.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah.
Eric, the green guy, is that
Yeah.
what it is?
It used to be Eric the Goat Guy.
Oh, okay, I'll find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the